moment, the man reached the side of the cell. He thrust his arms through the bars and grabbed for the young woman, but the elderly gentleman reacted quickly, pulling her just out of reach. The man's hands brushed against her face, leaving behind the sensation of cold. The man violently shook the bars. Then, staring foggily into the distance, he let out a bone-chilling cry. "Yakuma!" It was as if all the world's terror, despair, and pain were concentrated in that single inhuman cry. The elderly man and the young woman trembled. They couldn't help looking all around themselves, searching for the abominable horror about to descend. Demons. Chapter 1. You can run, but you can't hide. The city of Longzhou in Hebei province. When the case first began to unfold, Chief Inspector Luo Fei thought it was a prank. The incident report was filed by 3 students from the Natural Resources and Environmental Engineering program at Longzhou Polytechnic Institute. The first student, Zhou Wenbin, was the resident advisor for the other 2, a male and a female. It was late, 11:47 p.m. when they filed the report. According to their account, the following events took place. That evening, around 8:10 p.m., a boy named Yu Zicheng suddenly screamed and rushed out of the classroom where several engineering students were studying. Before the others knew what was going on, he had disappeared into the night, and he failed to return to the dorm by lights out. Attempts were made to reach him on his cell phone, but no one answered. His RA, Zhou Wenbin, contacted Yu Zicheng's roommate, Zhang Hon, and Xu Ting, who had witnessed it. Together they went to file a report. "Unfortunately, there's not much we can do right now," Luo told them. "The party has to be gone for at least 48 hours before they're considered a missing person. What you can do in the meantime is alert everyone you know. And don't worry too much. He may turn up on his own tomorrow." It was evident the 3 students were frustrated with the detective's response. Xu Ting in particular seemed to want to say more, but in the end she left with the others. Luo did not feel that he had handled the case inappropriately. Not only had he followed procedure, but the case just didn't give cause for serious alarm. Yu Zicheng had run away of his own accord, even if the reason was unknown. These students are just overreacting, Luo thought. If you took it seriously every time something like this happened, you'd drop dead from overwork. But the situation quickly grew complex. Early the next morning, some senior citizens were exercising in an out-of-the-way spot on the south bank of the Yudai River, which encircled the city of Longzhou. The roads running along both banks were little used and poorly maintained. They didn't even have lights. As the sun rose, the seniors spotted a body. Cards in his wallet confirmed it was Yu Zicheng. Accompanied by forensic specialist Zhang Yu, Luo hurried to the scene, where they found the victim lying face down on the riverbank. He was fully clothed, and his posture appeared natural. There were no indications of a struggle, no traces of blood, and no suspicious items anywhere nearby. However, when they rolled the body over, what they saw on the victim's face set off alarm bells. Yu Zicheng's face was frozen in a grimace of pain. His facial muscles were so contorted his nose appeared askew. But even more unsettling were his eyes. Brimming with fear, his eyes were opened so wide they were practically bursting out of their sockets, and the veins were clearly visible. It was enough to make even the seasoned investigators shiver. "What do you think?" Luo asked. Zhang Yu carefully examined key areas along the body. "The corpse is fully intact and undamaged on the surface. There are no signs of a violent blow. The mucus and saliva around the nose and mouth suggest that he may have been in the early stages of expelling some form of toxin. It doesn't appear to be a homicide, but as far as cause of death goes, we'll need to wait for a full examination. It's possible he had some kind of congenital condition, but that's just a guess." "What about the time of